you know, kids always come to my shows wanting to see the big animals and the big things, and they forget there's a little world right around them, even in their own backyards. And so this is nothing more than a little bit of soil I put in, and as time went on, the soil actually grew. There's more soil because the animals in here are breaking down the decaying plant and leaf matter to make compost. And in here we have an animal called the giant American millipede. And the giant American millipede, yeah, they got these neat little legs, and you can see them rippling right through. They're just such a cool little animal. And these guys are found in southern Maine. But here's another one. And these guys here are only found in like very, very southernmost part of Maine, but let me pull out one that's more common in people's backyards. Now these guys here, that's the more typical ones we'll find in your backyard. And they've been breeding in here. So they're very, very content. And also we see these other animals that a lot of people don't. They have a lot of different names. The roly-polies.
Yep, okay.
Or the pill bugs, sow bugs. They go by a lot of names. And they're actually an isopod. They're related to crabs and lobsters. They're the land cousins of lobsters. So they're not an insect. And all these guys help break down organic matter. And so when I throw in a handful of leaves, sometimes we get slugs and snails on board.
So it's just kind of seething with all kinds of life, especially kid-friendly. Great way for kids to learn about what's going on in their own backyards.
Yeah, these guys are so fun.
All right, so why don't we move on to our second box here?
All right, our next guy. This is unfortunate what happens to a lot of these guys. You know, people go to the pet stores, they buy an animal, they are not always given the proper information and stuff. And so this bearded dragon, they're very common as pets, and we're getting a lot of them in. This one suffered with a severe case of metabolic bone disorder. And so he has all these knobs on him and where the bones have swollen up and calcified, and his leg is stiff. It's not functional anymore to grab or run. It's just dent. And this is all because he didn't get proper nutrition. He didn't get proper UVB lighting, which is really critical for these guys.
Perfect example of if you buy a pet that's out of the ordinary, you gotta know how to care for it.
Exactly. You know, a lot of places they're there to sell you, not always tell you. And that's the thing. And I tell people, reach out to me before you get it, and I'll guide you through what you need to do. You might find out that, oh, it's a little more labor intensive than I thought as a pet, and maybe we should try something else.
On to Rob's favorite.
We have saved the best for last, have we not?
Yes, we have. Well, I love these guys.
To be decided.
I love these guys just because they're so cool. Now, this is a corn snake, an Okatee corn snake, and they look very similar to the eastern milk snake here in Maine. In Maine, we have the eastern milk snake, one of our 9 species, and a milk snake can eat 4,500 ticks in one season.
So handy to have.
They're very beneficial and stuff. Snakes are very beneficial by reducing diseases and pests and things like that. Now, this guy is called a corn snake because they were often found in cornfields in the southern United States where they would eat the pests that were eating the corn. So farmers love these guys. And corn stalks grow up.
So he has a trick.
Yeah, corn grows on the stalk. So
we
the mice
get up to demonstrate
the mice would climb
this
up.
talent.
The mice would climb up the stalks to get to the corn. Birds would land on the stalks to get the corn. And these guys have learned and became very effective at climbing corn stalks and trees. So we're going to let him hook himself up there. There we go. You're going to grab down there. So these guys are a oh, that was bad.
He was
Try it
hooked,
again.
though.
There we go.
He's okay.
Try it again. Get yourself up. There you go.
There we go.
Get down here too. So these guys are a boreal snake. So of course I just placed him on there. Normally he would climb up on his own. He has modified scales on the belly, and those scales actually grip the surfaces. So he'll secure the upper part, and then when that's secured, he'll move up the lower part like he's doing now. And then he'll secure the upper part again, and he'll just inch his way up the tree. Now the colors are perfect camouflage because a lot of animals can't see red and orange. So to us, he stands right out, but he would blend in with the lichen on trees and stuff like that, and birds and stuff might not notice him as much. So he can slowly creep up to a bird nest to raid the nest, or in the case of a corn stalk, he could climb up to get the mice that might be up there, birds eating the corn. So farmers love these guys for being able to protect the crops. They're the watchdogs.
He would not be likely to drop out of the tree and attack news magazine anchors, would he?
No, but if he was attacked, say, by birds, and he was, say, up in the trees high enough, as he falls, he's like a slap bracelet. He can catch tree branches all the way down. So he can
don't worry, he
secure
won't
himself.
fall on you, Rob.
No, and that's the thing. They wrap right around to hold on. These guys are very good at what they do, and that's climbing. So they hold on, but they don't attack. They're not out to get us. They don't have any interest in us, and you don't have to worry.
I love it. I love it.